All right, so what I want to show you guys now is how you can start designing deeply nested logic into your assessment forms so you can start designing full-blown clinical pathways into the assessment form builder. This is an extremely powerful process because it allows rigidity and reproducibility within your assessment. So if you have any other providers in your organization that want to follow your form, you're going to know you're going to get a repeating pattern of behavior from those providers every time because they're going to follow this decision tree or this logic that you ultimately set up. So I'm going to load a form here again into the published, and I'm going to load test logic in here. And this is a use case from a real world physician. He basically said, "Hey Alex, I have a list of symptoms here, and this is our use case. I have a list of symptoms for bipolar, major depressive disorder, schizophrenia, so on and so forth. And based off those symptoms or those diagnoses, I want to render specific medications every single time someone selects that answer choice." Okay, so this is exactly how we do it within the system. We say, okay, we have our bipolar medications, and we want to make this field dependent on the one above. Okay, so we want to select the depends on field for this one, and we want to drag the untitled checkbox list field here into the dependent fields. And we want to say, if a user selects bipolar, which is a value of 1, we want to render the bipolar medications question. So we say, make this equal to 1, which is the answer choice here. Okay, and we save that. So when I go to test this, when I select major depressive disorder, nothing should happen. When I select schizophrenia, nothing should happen again. But when I select bipolar, boom, the magic happens and the logic is rendered, and the bipolar medications are rendered for the bipolar diagnosis choice there. Okay, and this is a very, very trite example, but the power of this logic can be used recursively throughout the assessment, so the decision trees can get extremely broad. And so we have users creating humongous decision trees and clinical pathways, and it becomes extremely powerful once you use this sort of technology, whether it's in your practice or your organization itself. So thank you for listening. That was Logic in the Form Studio.